Is it enough for me to submit all my documents in a spousal sponsorship application or common law sponsorship application? What we want to discuss is that most people think that during the process of a sponsorship, it's important for them to submit all the documents, whatever they have, but it's not enough. You need to pay attention that you have documents, that's okay, but you need to make a flow, you need to make a story about your documents, because you should know that an officer is not going to guess about your relationship. They're going to see what is happening in your relationship with your evidence and documents. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that most people think that the process is very simple by checking the checklist and submitting the documents. However, this is not everything. When you submit the documents, it's very important for you to have a very complete file to explain the details, because if you submit 100 pages, 100 photos of everything, it's not enough. You shouldn't think that because I have a lot of documents, I'm going to be approved and everything is going to be beautiful and everything. No. You need to be careful that you should take care that your file should be assessed based on your story. You must explain to the officer why I'm getting married, why this relationship is genuine. One of the most important mistakes that people have is that they think we have all the documents, so the file should be approved. However, this is only the first step. When you have documents, this is only your first step. Now you need to have the flow. You need to have all the evidence. You need to try logical link between your documents and your file in order to convince the officer that this relationship is genuine and real. Another thing that you need to know is that each file is separate. So most of the people think that my sister, my brother, my friend submitted the same documents and he was approved, so why mine is not approved and it's refused? The thing is, because each file is different, each situation is different. So we cannot say that only based on fixed set of documents, when you submit it, your file is going to be submitted and it's going to be approved for sure. No, every file is different and you shouldn't compare your file with other people with a set of documents that everyone has a different version of it. One simple thing is for you to explain how you met, where you met, and explain the details about your relationship, because try to see that an officer is going to find those information, because they want to make sure that you are giving them the flow, you are giving them the story, you are giving them the life story about you, not only the documents, because they cannot guess from your documents that where you met, how you met, what happened, the details in your relationship, because simply you say that I have all the documents, but this is your responsibility to prove to the officer that your file is very good, because you shouldn't guess that, okay, I have everything and this is the responsibility of the officer to go and check my file and find whatever he wants there, and then finally they need to approve me. So you need to be very careful that the sponsorship applications, although most people think that it's a simple process and they go based on that checklist, but that checklist is not everything. And then it is a very complicated process, because the most important thing about it is that if your file is refused, then it's going to be delay again, you need to appeal it, and then it's going to be separation between you and your partner during the process and lots of ups and downs. So it's good, it's better for you to submit an application from the beginning in the best way, so as much as you can get the decision on the application sooner, so you can be with your partner in Canada. So instead of thinking what documents I have, you need to think how I need to provide them to the officer in order to convince him. We have done lots of sponsorship application and we're really successful in them. So if you have any question, or if you want us to help you submitting your sponsorship application, or if you have some questions, you can have some consultation sessions with us, and we can definitely help you for this process in order to have a smooth sponsorship application.